van become necessary? When you've got more than 5 children, yes. When you need it for work, sure. And when you've got so much to transport around that comfort and practicality have overtaken all of your other wants. The VW Multivan is large for sure. A 7-seater, it will fit most things you chuck at it. But it's no ordinary people mover, it's a cut above, and it's pricey to match. This Multivan Black Edition comes in at around 63.5 grand, while you can get a Hyundai iMax Elite for 49. Here's how the Multivan did over a week with my family. My kids absolutely love this car. I think it's basically because it's like a bus and they can sit in the middle row or the back row if they like. But also this helps, just the fact that you can open the door with a button on the key and it opens automatically. Big tick from the kids. I was also hugely impressed with the space. It's basically like a small room in here because you can literally climb in and walk around. You can move the seats forward and back depending on what you're transporting, and these seats actually turn around, so you can configure the inside how you like it. There are handles and steps to climb in with, making it very easy to use, and it's positively enormous in here. So this is super handy. It's almost like you're driving around in a little caravan. Just be careful because your rear passengers will be partying in the back while you're driving. Not so fun. There are drawers under the seats for extra storage. You've got 2 cup holders there, 1 cup holder here, plus there are actually top tether points and ISOFIX points on these seats too. So forwards or backwards, you can fix your kids' car seats in. You've got double air vents back here too, so 1 row of air vents there, 1 row of air vents here. You can open the middle windows, but you can't open these windows. The VW Multivan is wider than, for example, a Kia Carnival, and you will fit a lot of stuff in the boot. Not particularly in this configuration, you won't fit a pram back here, but you can push the seats forward, you can fold them down, you can configure the boot the way you need it, and you'll be able to fit in surfboards, luggage, a drum kit, whatever you need. This VW Multivan Black Edition looks cooler than the average van because you've got the decal along the bottom, you've got the tinted windows on the top, plus the cool black wheels. It's also got the VW badge on it on the front, so it does look better than the average van, but it's still a van. You can't hide those bus-like proportions. Inside is nicer than the average van though. It still has this empty spot in the middle, which is the one van feature I really don't love about vans, purely because you're used to putting things in here and it's a really practical spot. But the VW Multivan has storage all the way up front here to make up for it. So you've got a little spot here for your phone. You've got a glove box in there, plus that glove box, so you're getting double glove box. You've got this little spot up here, and then there's a little shelf next to the driver's seat, plus cup holders. The styling in here is also pretty nice. Like when you compare it to, for example, a Hyundai iMax Elite, which is pretty much an empty box that you're driving, the VW Multivan at least has a bit of style and a bit of pizzazz, and you feel like you're in a proper car. So you have some high gloss black accents. It's still not as great as an SUV, for example, but for a van, it's pretty good. Obviously, space-wise, there is no comparison. The Multivan wins dramatically. One of the first things you notice when you're driving is actually how easy this car is to drive, because I think you expect it to be difficult. It's so big and bulky and you're just expecting it to be hard to drive, but they've really nailed the way the steering wheel turns instantly as soon as you turn it. So the turning circle is actually not too bad, and it's a much easier drive than expected. There is a 2-litre turbo diesel engine, which is a bit loud, but it sounds right on a van. You just expect that noise to be there. And it's enough to get up hills and get around town quite easily. I didn't drive it with a full load this week, but it worked with me and my family of 4. The turning circle while reversing is not as tight or precise, purely because, you know, the car's so long and it's so far behind you. But you do have guidelines on the reverse parking camera, and they really help you judge where you're going to end up. Fuel consumption is a relatively good 7.7 litres per 100 Ks, and that's because it's diesel. I was looking everywhere for the USB port and I found it hidden in here. Now, I don't normally talk about USB ports because they're all over the car, but this van only has one in there, and I think they could do with a few more down the back. I did plug in and was instantly linked up to Apple CarPlay. There is also Android Auto. It just means that you have instant access to your map apps, your music apps, and you can also use voice control to make calls and send texts. Safety-wise, you will get airbags for driver and front passenger, plus side curtain airbags that extend all the way to the back row. You'll also get 5 ISOFIX points and 5 top tether points to fix in kids' car seats. As far as advanced safety features go, you'll get a driver fatigue detection system, front and rear parking sensors, but you are missing auto emergency braking, which has become pretty standard on most cars these days. VW Multivan is such a large, spacious vehicle for those who really need it. The practical way it's been designed and the way you can configure the inside really sets it apart from other vans. It is pricey, but it feels better to drive than some of the competition purely because of the interiors. And though it is lacking slightly on safety, it has good technology. I gave it a family rating of 8 out of 10. My children gave it a 9. This is one of the favourite cars they've been in. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or click through to our website.